Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch and market talk for the 8th of August, Thursday. Let's go ahead and get into one of the alerts that we called in the room today. I want you to note the times here. If you can see it at 7:02, this was time stamped. BYND, watch this one over 162.50. That's at 7:02 Eastern Time AM. And the reason for that was we have our news service, the Trade Exchange, and I'll go ahead and show this to you. And this is the news box from the Trade Exchange at 7:01. They enter this news: Beyond Subway and Restaurants and Beyond Meat unveil its strategic culinary partnership and the Beyond Meatball Marinara. So that was the news on BYND. Let me get this out of the shot for you. So then at 7:02, I was typing this in, and we got in a BYND at over 162.50, and the stock pushed up to almost 168, even beyond that today on BYND. My room opens up each day. I'll show you here. I was had screen share up today at 6:29 a.m. Eastern Time. So officially, my room opens up each day at 6:45 a.m. Eastern Time. But today we were all set to go at around 6:30 a.m. We caught this BYND, and if that wasn't enough for a trade today, we were also each day at 8:45, I get on the microphone and we talk about the stocks that we'll be watching. ALLK was one of them. As you can see here at 9:31, we typed in ALLK over 850. And then some of the members had missed that. And so we retyped it and we got in at 9:35. We got in at 8160. That was the alert typed in over the microphone on ALLK. This stock from there went up over $90. All right, so a huge move here in ALLK, and we caught that today. So that's a couple of trades that we did in the service this morning, and then we caught VSLR for a move up this morning. So overall, a really nice day in the markets, and a nice day for us. ALLK, huge move, and BYND, a big mover there today for the members of at Zozo Stockwatch. So let's go ahead and look and see what the action was in the market today. Big reversal day today. Now, yesterday on the video, we talked about this orange dotted line on my daily chart. It's the 150 SMA. Not many have this on their charts. It's right above the green moving average here, and you see the battle going on here at the 150 SMA. Here it is, this orange brown line you see here, and then the lows yesterday. So we pushed down right to that on the SPY. The Dow was down about almost 600 points today, and then we started to reverse. The markets got right back off the lows from the other day. They started to recapture the 150 SMA. We got a slight pullback to VWAP here, this green line here, that's VWAP. And then it was off to the races for the rest of the day for the SPY. So like I said, the Dow was down about 600 points, but ended up down the day 22 points. The transports were down also 22 points on the day. The NASDAQ was plus 30, and the SPY ended up plus 2 on the day. So the bulls showed some staying power today. By the end of the day, though, we were barely green, but we'll call it a recovery day and a good day for the bulls. As you can see here on the daily chart, we are still below the 5 EMA here, this yellow dotted line, momentum moving average, still below the 100 SMA and still below that 290 spot. But bulls are battling here to hold on, like we said, around that 282 area. Now we'll see if we get a continuation consolidation move in the markets for tomorrow. Now, the overnight futures, most of the time they've been very red. Then they start to turn green as we get closer to the market open. So we'll see what they want to do for tomorrow. So we'll get into some of the news that came out after the bell tonight. This courtesy of the Trade Exchange. And by the way, just want to say, Trade Exchange, very quick on that Beyond Meat news today. You need a good news service, folks. It's an essential tool that you need for in your trading day. So look into at the Trade Exchange, very reasonably priced news service. All right, so here's some of your earnings that came out after the bell tonight. Brew earnings per share missed by 3 cents, revenue miss. Nuon beats by a penny, revenue miss. Mankind in line, revenue beat. Roku, one of the bigger names after the bell tonight. Roku popping up here in the after hours. They beat by 14 cents and a revenue beat for Roku. Let's see what else do we have. 3D Systems earnings per share beat by 15 cents, but a revenue miss on 3D Systems. That one kind of pushing down and a little bit of a couple of bids back up on 3D. Let's see what other news as far as earnings. CLDX earnings per share beat by 33 cents, missed on revenue. SGMO beat by 8 cents, beats on revenue. LYFT earnings per share and revenue beat, and I believe they upped guidance, boosted their estimates on LYFT. So that stock popped when the earnings came out. Then maybe folks didn't like that guidance that they gave, but they are turning it back up. So LYFT moving back up a little bit in the after hours. It closed at 60.29, currently trading at 63 and change on LYFT, LYFT. Let's continue to go through some of the earnings. So we had CARA, C-A-R-A, had earnings after the bell tonight. CARA, that one is moving up a little bit. They beat by 3 cents, beat on revenue. Bookings, BKNG, this stock is just soaring. The close was 18.21, currently trading at 19.20 in the after hours. They beat by 80 cents and a revenue beat on BKNG. So as you can see, people are booking those travel plans online, and they're doing very well. Let's see what other news did we get out after the bell here. Just scrolling through it. Fossil earnings per share beat by a penny, revenue beat on FOSL. That stock not doing too much in the after hours. Zillow Group, earnings per share beat by 7 cents, revenue beat on letter Z, but that stock is moving down. We'll see if we can find out what's pushing that one down. Maybe they lowered their guidance on letter Z. We also had Stamp, STMP, come out with earnings after the bell. Earnings per share beat by 30 cents, revenue beat. STMP, always an amazing stock in the after hours. This stock closed at $46, currently trading at 53. Was as high as 56, so a lot of shorts getting caught on the wrong side there. You had ELF, earnings per share beat by 6 cents, revenue beat on ELF, and that stock holding its own, I guess, in the after hours. Ears, Lips, Face, that's what ELF stands for. Ears, Lips, Face. It's a cosmetic company, makeup company. So that stock is holding its own. RCRII, earnings per share beat by 4 cents, revenue beat. RYAM missed by 21 cents, misses on revenue for that name. AVG Broadcom and Symantec, they're nearing their deal to buy Symantec. So SYMC was soaring in the after hours, had closed at 20 and change, popped all the way up to 24.50 on that name. FOMX had some earnings come out. They beat by 2 cents. FOMX, that stock not doing much in the after hours tonight. Luna came out with earnings, and VRCA. They earnings per share beat by 6 cents for that name. PTCT came out with 126 225 million ATM offering on PTCT. Twinkies, the old Twinkies came out with earnings after the bell tonight. They beat by 2 cents, beat on revenue. So that's some of your earnings after the bell tonight. We also had a solar company report run, missed by 17 cents, but beat on revenue, RUN. That stock moving down. An oil company, MRO, beat by 9 cents and beat on revenues, MRO. Let's check that one out. Not too much going on in the after hours on that name. All right, folks, so that's some of your earnings and news that came out after the bell. And that is courtesy of the Trade Exchange. Let's go ahead and look at some of the sectors and markets real fast. We'll go through that quickly. So percent change wise, we had the what was up? Gold was up 6%, JNUG up 6%. We had Nugget up 6% on the day. TAN was popping today, up 6% on the day. Silver up 4% for today. To the downside, oil dropping another 5% down on oil. Oil taking a big hit here. Worries over the slowing economy there. You had the USO, the WTI ETF, that was down about 3% on the day. The oil services sector down almost 2% on the day. The regional banks taking another hit today. That was down. Let's look at some of our sector performance for the day. We had the XLB, the materials up 1.38%. The XLP bouncing. Consumer staples moving up. To the downside, XLFT getting hit for the day 1%. The XHE, the healthcare equipment, was down 2% for the day. XOP down fractionally, but a lot of damage being done here to the oil and exploration sector. The OIH, the oil services sector, also no bounce yet in the oil services sector. Names like Schlumberger, Halliburton, etc. Let's go ahead and look at our heat map for today. So we had Google up fractionally, Facebook bouncing off about that 181 area today, up fractionally, Microsoft up fractionally, Amazon green, Apple actually got a price target increase today, so that was up 1%. I think 223 was the price target. I forget from who, but I believe the price target increase was to 223 from 211 on Apple today. As you can see, the banks were down today. The reason for that is the TLT was moving up today. As the TLT moves up, bond yields move down, lower interest rates, so the banks were moving down. Disney, after their earnings from last night, took a 5% hit today on Disney, and you can see there was kind of a mixed market for today. As far as some of your earnings for tomorrow, Cronus Group coming out, CRON, cannabis name there. Let's hope that's good for those cannabis stocks. Kraft Heinz will be reporting. Let's see, we get Cardinal Health reporting tomorrow. After the bell Thursday, Uber comes in, Activision comes in, Trade Desk, TTD, symbol there, Overstock, Turtle Beach, HEAR, and Funko, FNKO. That'll be reporting after the bell tomorrow. CVS and Teva had earnings this morning, and the cybersecurity, CYBR, also had earnings today. We'll check those in a moment. As far as economic information for tomorrow, pretty straightforward. Nothing, no Fed speak is listed for tomorrow. And then Friday, we get the PPI. As far as some of your top gainers for the day, you had this CBM popping 47%. Weight Watchers hitting the shorts today, up 43% on the day on WW after they reported better earnings. CEO came out, said they're turning it around. Sedge popping, the Israeli solar company, having a very nice day today. EVH popping today, 15%. To the downside, you had OAS, an oil name, had earnings. They got hit today. NEWR reported. Actually, they got downgraded on NEWR, so that one moving down today. TTMP down, ONVO down. So that was some of your losers for today. This courtesy of the Trade Exchange also. Let's go ahead and look at some of those earnings from this morning. CVS had a nice earnings beat today, so that stock on the daily trying to turn it around here on CVS. We were watching CVS pretty much all day today. I kind of missed this breakout here personally, but some of the members did get it in the room in my service, so nice move up there on CVS. Teva reported earnings today. Teva, that stock, as you can see, did finally reverse off of about $6. Warren Buffett, still in this name, has 42 million shares, I believe, Warren Buffett, but a reversal after it got clobbered here. Teva moving back up. And then Cyber was another one. Cybersecurity, that stock moving down. CYBR moved down and stayed down pretty much the whole day there on Cyber. Lumber Liquidators said that the China trade tariffs were hurting their business. That stock moving down today. So that was another one that had earnings today. Wendy's, we'll look at that one real fast. Wendy's stayed strong after their earnings report today. Let's go ahead and look at a few other markets for today. The IWM, not so much of a little bit of a bounce here. As you see, it's battling to hold above 145, still below the 200 SMA on the IWM. The QQQ holding that where? 150 SMA on the Q, holding above the 180 level here. Is starting to take out the tops of the two previous candle. Let's see if we get a continuation move in the Qs. Still below the 5 EMA, still below the 50 SMA on the Qs. The IBB, a little bit of a bounce, but not much. The XBI also bouncing a little bit, but still a lot of work to do. Still below the 200 SMA. The SMH, that is battling right here at around that 111 area on the SMH, and the white moving average you see here, that's the 100 SMA, and holding above the 50 SMA, but a lot of technical damage done now onto the SMH, just trying to, battle its way back. We'll see if there's any kind of continuation in the SMH for tomorrow. So that's a few of the markets. Let's see, wanted to show you the TLT as that moves up. Bond yields moves down. Today they did pop it up though over 142, but then it retreated back down to about 140 on the TLT. GH, another stock that reported earnings today. That one pushing up strong today. And MTCH, forgot to mention that one, had earnings today, and that one a big push up there. Huge volume coming into match. Got to watch this one maybe for some pullbacks to get some entry on MTCH. And I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and go into the watch list for tomorrow. So I'm going to be watching some of these cannabis names. I'm hoping CRON has good earnings tomorrow, and then we might get some moves in some of these cannabis names. So CGC will be on watch, ACB will be on watch, APHA. Now, if those earnings are bad, right, then so much for that idea, right? If the earnings come out bad in Cronus Group, it's certainly going to hurt the group tomorrow. But the cannabis names will be on watch. Even Hexo will be on watch, and let's see, what's another one? OGI, another cannabis name. We'll see if that wants to do anything tomorrow. Tilray is another name. Their earnings come out on the, I believe, the 13th of August, according to TC2000. But anyway, cannabis names will be on watch tomorrow, and I'm hoping that Cronus Group has good earnings. So we'll see. AQXP, this one making a big move up today on AQXP. Now, if I tighten up the chart, it doesn't look like that big of a move, but 800,000 shares came into the stock today. So AQXP, this one will be on watch. Needs a little bit more volume, a little more oomph in it. BYND, always on watch on this name. BYND, looks like they get a deal a day type of thing. Now, they still have competition from Tyson in now. They have competition from the Impossible Burger. So, other companies are nipping at their heels. But when they get those news stories of, making deals like today with Subway, worth keeping on a chart. Celgene probably needs to get it back above this 94.25 area for Celgene. So this one will be on watch tomorrow. CLDR, Carl Icahn is in this name. We have that $7 area up ahead. It popped up, it pulled back, still holding above some of the momentum moving averages. Software application stock, CLDR, keep it on watch. EVH was popping up today, popped almost above the 50 SMA here on the daily chart. Kind of retreated though, but 6-7 million shares came into this. We'll see if it wants to do anything for tomorrow. FVR, this one looks interesting, trying to come up off the lows. Probably needs to get up over this 27.20 area on VFRR. Lithium, another is a lithium battery play, I guess. 8 million shares came into this, has that $7 area to get back above, and has the 50 SMA. So LTHM might want to make a continuation move. LYFT will be on watch for tomorrow to see if they want to bounce this one around a little bit, maybe an intraday setup on LYFT. Uber also will be on watch. Uber is actually holding up better than LYFT in the after hours here tonight, but both of those will be on watch for tomorrow. A little gold stock if you like these under $1 names, really holding up well here. Gold pushing up today. NAC trying to get up over this 95 cent. Now it's had a nice run from 50 cents. Maybe needs to digest some of this big push up here for a little bit, but keep it on watch. PERI was strong today, strong into the close, held on to the gains, getting into a new range above that $5 on PERI, 1.4 million, worth keeping on a chart, I think. PI, electronic components in this name, they pushed it down to the 20 SMA. If they can get this one back over maybe 38, possible swing trade in this PI, keep it on watch. PRTK, this one 2.6 million shares, has 450 up ahead, has the highs today of 440 on PRTK. Nice, popped up throughout the day, held up. So we'll see if that wants to do anything. Roku, after their earnings, holding up very well. We'll see, maybe we get a pullback and then an entry on Roku. Shop, a lot of call activity in Shop today. So if you like the bigger names, Shop bouncing off the 20 SMA here, SHOP. SMSI popping today, 1.6 million shares on that name, so keep it on watch. Snap, looking for this one maybe to recover on Snap. So far, 16 keeps getting in the way on Snap. So if it can get back over maybe 1605, 1608 for Snap, keep it on watch. Tesla, for me, it would have to get up over about 234 and a quarter. Maybe it becomes interesting again to the upside. Twitter also is hanging in there. Twitter has that $42 area up ahead on Twitter. TXMD, big pop, 6.9 million shares, 250 is up in the way here. It hit over 240 today, then kind of pulled back a little bit, but this one with that 7 million volume, maybe trying to turn the corner, we'll see. ZYNE also trying to turn the corner here. 1.5 billion, 1.5 million shares came into ZYNE, so maybe a continuation move, maybe if it can get up over $12 on ZYNE. Keep that one on watch. All right, folks, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Hope you had a good day trading today. Hope you have a good day trading tomorrow. Please hit that like button if you're new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when a new video comes out. We greatly appreciate the support of the channel. Have a great day trading tomorrow. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com.